So when we see Angola, Angola is very rich in mineral resources as well. Angola supplies a great amount of fuel to China. And most of those projects are win-win cooperation between China and Angola. But Angolan government has a specific portion under the PSC contract. PSC, Production Sharing Contract. So this is something that China does in order to maximize the use of minerals and fuels in a peaceful way. And then this hypothesis is very important for you, that I told you that China started the journey of development and reform in 1978. From 1978 till today, it is more than 40 years. And during these 40 years, they have tremendous achievement in this sector. But once you have achievement, there's a risk as well. For example, if I am growing high, and then in one stage, my head is going to get stuck, is not it? I cannot grow beyond the ceiling. So the development has also a pressure of development. And this is quite normal. Almost all the countries had faced it before. The jacket I'm wearing today is Calvin Klein. But when you see the logo behind it, you see this Calvin Klein is made in Vietnam. So what is the relationship between Calvin Klein and Vietnam? Why not this Calvin Klein is made in USA? Because if they make Calvin Klein in USA, the price of Calvin Klein jacket will be almost like the price of a Burberry. So if I'm buying Calvin Klein by the price of Burberry, why not I go for Burberry? I'm not going to buy Calvin Klein in that time. So this is a challenge of development. The same thing happens in China as well. You see, this is known as product life cycle theory. This theory was introduced by Dr. Levitt. Dr. Levitt is, like in my field, most of us, we respect him a guru in the emerging market economics. He was the dean of Harvard Business School in 1960s. And 1960 is the year when the American companies, they went global. They went outside of America. And that's why we all respect him. Many of his theories are very important for us. And one of his theories is product life cycle theory. And in life cycle theory, he describes that every product has a lifespan. The first period is the investment period. When I came to China, what type of example will be? Well, it is very cold now, right? So we use this cold cream or moisturizing creams, right? When I came to China, it was really tough to find a moisturizing cream. But now, you can not only find imported moisturizing creams, you can find many local moisturizing creams. Why? Because there are buyers, there are investments. The same thing happens. And now the problem is, I find these Chinese moisturizing creams, you can find them some other countries as well. When I go to countries like Malaysia, Brunei, in fact, in Brunei, I find that they sell many Chinese cosmetics. I visited Brunei and find that they're selling these Chinese moisturizing creams. So why they're selling Chinese moisturizing creams? Because now in China, many companies, they're producing moisturizing creams. That's why there's a competition in China. So they have two ways. Either spread their sales activity outside of China, or study the formula invented by Calvin Klein. Send their production base outside of China to get access to cheap labor. And this is very important for you. Why? Let's say you are from a country where you have very like plenty of labor resources. You're from Ethiopia, right? I recall a memory of doing research on the competitiveness of Ethiopia. The average salary of Ethiopian laborers one day is below $100. Below $100. If you go to the next province, Hunan, next is Guangdong, right? Guangdong. The average salary is 4,000 RMB. 4,000 RMB. And 100 US dollar is something like 700 RMB, right? So you see the difference. And one more thing. Exporting from Guangzhou to United States is easy? No. It's very tough. They have many barriers. They have punishment, tax, many things. Think about countries like Ethiopia. They have tax-free access to the US market. Then why not you go to Ethiopia? And now, here comes his opportunity. Let's say he has a land in the near the economic zone, and then maybe one Chinese company is thinking about starting a shoe factory where they export shoes for Converse, let's say. In that case, Ethiopia is not Ethiopia is a very good solution for them. You have access to cheap labor, you have access to a market where they have preferential access to the US market, right? You really understand this point? Okay. If you do not understand, you are encouraged to ask me questions, because this is very important for you, I think. So this is something that the Belt and Road Initiative is very important. Let's say Ethiopia. Ethiopia itself is a landlocked country as well. They do not have access to the sea. But in order to ensure the access, the Chinese government has made a port in Djibouti. And then the Djibouti port is connected to Addis Ababa through rail link. So you see. And now it is easy for a student from Ethiopia who has access to Ethiopian resources to use this platform, and then later on he can plan his future on his way. And the next part is the production surplus. China is a country where they have vast production of many things. Many things. And now this surplus production, you need to find a place to sell it, to find a market for it. Think about steel. I think this figure you can see it, right? China produces this figure is from 2017. China produces almost 49% of the entire world's steel. Now what to do? Either move this steel production outside of China or stop production. Stopping is not possible because many Chinese people are working in the steel mills. They will lose their job. There will be a social problem. And relocating steel mills are not easy. They're massive. It is not like starting a shoe factory in Ethiopia. That is easy.